It's December 14th, 2018. My name is Meik from Open Eyes, Open Mind Productions. And if you want to know to which journey this is the start of, stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so despite the freezing cold temperatures of -2 degrees and not even some sunshine or some snow, I managed to get out of bed this morning and actually started the first part of our journey. For those who don't know, my name is Meik, and I am an obese, diabetic, depressive, whatever you want to call me. I guess human would be the right term. And before you complain in the comments about me complaining, I'm not complaining, I'm only stating facts, because I have actually accepted who I am with my flaws that I have, and quite frankly, I'm responsible for some, and I'm on my journey now, or I started my journey now, to correct some of these flaws. And yeah, today we are, when I say we, I'm on my way with my friend Lisa, who doesn't want to be on camera, but that's fine. We are on our way to make a brisk walk of about 13 miles or 13 kilometers or 8 miles. And this is just the first part of our training regime, because the big goal will be to surround the Lake Balaton in Hungary this summer, which has about 200 kilometers, and next year in 2020, the year after next year, the plan is to walk the Camino de Santiago or Camino Frances in Spain, which is a pilgrimage passage which can take either 800 kilometers or 300 kilometers, depending on how many parts of the way you want to walk. Basically, I'm only vlogging about this for one, to show you a couple of nice sights here in Augsburg, and to document the progress I'm making within the next year and a half, and also to show that anybody, I mean, if I can do it as somebody who weighs over 160 kilos and who is chronically depressed, if somebody like me can do it, then you can do it as well. So I hope you will follow me on this journey step by step. We're starting out slow, and we will increase the difficulty from time to time to see where we stand. And well, let's see how today's trip will work out.
All right, good morning everyone. It's 9 a.m. For every regular working person, that wouldn't be early, but for somebody who is currently fighting depression, it definitely is, especially when you consider the time I usually fall asleep, which is about 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. My alarm went off at 8. Took me about an hour to even get out of bed, get, well, at least camera ready. It's -2 degrees Celsius out there, which usually would be a good excuse not to go outside. But today I planned the first part of my journey to the Jakobsweg, to the Camino de Francis. And I have a friend waiting for me in a couple of hours who will join me in this first small practice round, exercise, whatever you want to call it. So that's one less excuse I have, because I find it hard to just cancel such plans, which is absolutely a good thing, because usually I would take any excuse not to go on my trip and just stay in bed, just give in to my depression. But because this is about fighting these urges, I want to show you that just a couple of small things can motivate you to get the heck out of bed, out of your house, out of your place, no matter the circumstances. And yeah, so let's get ready and let's go on this first part of the journey.
Okay, after about 1 hour 50 minutes, we are reaching our first goal, which is the WaWwaP at the Lech in Augsburg. And yeah, so far we've seen a beautiful, quiet piece of the woods here in Augsburg. And I think we passed about 3 or 4 people so far, which is perfect for some antisocial idiots like us. The first thing I can say is that even though it was extremely hard to get up this morning, so far I'm feeling really good. The cold but fresh air really helps clearing my head. So do the talks we are having, and also the patches of silence we are having. So that's pretty perfect to just get some order into my thoughts. Yeah, I know I still have some kinks to work out, especially technical kinks. Our GPS failed us, so we might have taken a couple of detours apart from the route we had planned. But well, this is our first trip, so we're still working on it. By the way, if you want to give us feedback about the video, please feel free to do so in the comments. This is our first one, so I'm sure there's still a lot of potential to improve, and we're thankful for every help we can get. Yeah, so now let's see if we can reach the WaWwaP, and then we will take a little break, drink something, eat a little bit, and then move on for the last part, or the second part more, of our tour. So here you can see the WaWwaP, where the Lech is being regulated. Just a nice waypoint to stop and take in a little bit before we are continuing to the Kuhsee, or translated into English, the Cow Lake, which is a nice little lake at the edge of Augsburg. Very beautiful in the summer, and I'm sure not much less beautiful in the winter to take in. So see you at the Kuhsee in a couple of seconds. Okay, we're taking our break now here at the WaWwaP. So I've stated before that I definitely have a lot of health problems, and that I have accepted who I am with all my flaws. But again, I'm just stating facts. I'm not whining. A fact also is that in the last couple of years I lost around 40 kilograms, which is about 90 American pounds. And to be honest, if you would have asked me 2 or 3 years ago if I wanted to take a trip, to take a long walk or a hike, whatever you want to call it, like we're doing today, maybe I would have said, okay, I would like to, but I also would have added that I just wasn't able to. Before I lost all that weight, I definitely already had troubles walking. There were days when I took, well, I don't know, 5,000 steps a day, after which in the evening I couldn't walk anymore. I literally had to crawl to the toilet if I wanted to go to. So losing those 40 kilograms, and yes, it's a lot, helped a lot. I'm much more mobile, I'm much more agile again, even though I'm not doing sports like I used to. I used to play football, I used to wrestle, I used to play handball. I'm not doing any of those anymore, but I'm still more agile and more fit than I used to be a couple of years ago. So yeah, it wasn't easy to get to this point. I mean, 40 kilograms is a lot of weight, but I've come here, and now I'm trying to fight the cause, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't the eating that was the cause of my obesity. It was the depression that led to my eating that led to the obesity. So this is more about just getting out there, fighting what's in my head, and well, the exercise I'm getting is a nice side effect. Let's name it that. And this is also something I will keep track of within the next year and a half, until the Camino de Santiago, and keep you updated. So let's see if I can lose another 10 to 15 kilos or whatever. Even if it's not that much, it's fine. This is just about getting out, getting moving. And again, if somebody like me can do this, then I'm pretty sure with the proper help and with the proper people in your life to support you, you can do this as well. So keep your head up. Okay, we're taking our first look at the Lechstufe, and as you can see, there's only very little water at the moment. In the summer, this is a beautiful place where you can just take your towel and lay down at the banks and enjoy the water, enjoy some company. And we are now moving over the WaWwaP towards the Kusee, which is also a very nice place to enjoy the summer sun. And again, I'm sure there are some reasons, and there are some things you can also enjoy in the winter, as we are doing right now, because this trip is actually really beautiful, even though it's like -2, -3 degrees at the moment. Okay, we have arrived at the Kusee. We are now going to go around it, walk around it, take a stroll. As you can see, it's quite cloudy outside, but it's still very beautiful to just stand here and watch over the lake, especially with only a few people being around. And we will now take you on a trip around the lake and then back to the WaWwaP before we go back into town, and from there take the train back home. As you can see, there is a possibility to walk right along the lake. In the summer, this is a very popular place for people just to lay down their towels and go into the water. And today, when the lake is quite quiet, with the exceptions of a couple of birds and ducks, you can see right down to the ground. And to be honest, I don't think the camera can really capture this, but the water is quite clear here. Quite nice, even in the summer, just to put your feet in the water, cool down a little bit. even have a couple of possibilities to grab a bite. We have one place over there, which, in my opinion, is not worth visiting. I'd rather grab a small bite from the place over there and sit at the lake. Yeah, but maybe I show you those features in a film this summer. If you get the feeling that I'm in a quite somber and melancholic mood, no, it's honestly not like that. I just really enjoy being here, taking in the lake and just enjoying the silence. Also, like I said, it's freaking cold out here, but it's still very beautiful because there's not so much wind that it hurts you. And again, even though I had a hard time getting out of bed this morning, this was totally worth it. And I don't think I can yet. I'm not yet able to capture the actually positive emotions I'm experiencing. But let me tell you, this is really blissful. This walk so far has really been wonderful. And even though, yeah, my legs are starting to hurt a little bit, so worth it, honestly. Only thing I could do with right now would be a cup of warm tea or something like that, because it's really cold. But again, this is totally worth it, and I can wait to get home. But I think in a couple of hours when we are back, it's time just to grab a cup of tea and just reflect on today. But it's, again, really been a beautiful tour so far, and I'm really enjoying it. Alright, we have almost finished the part of our tour where we went around the Kusee once, and we're now going back into civilization, if you want to say it like that. If we wanted, we could take the bus right now and go back home, but we will finish strong by walking the last part to the train station. This should probably take another 40, 45, 50 minutes, something around that time. We are now at the, if you distract the brake, around the 2.5 hour mark, and we're pretty much going to leave the Kusee now and head straight for the finish line. Alright, we're now at the 3-hour mark. Quite honestly, my feet and legs are getting really cold. My hamstrings start to hurt. But the good thing is we will reach the train station in a couple of minutes. It's not very far anymore. So we made the trip in about 3 hours plus. I'm actually feeling really good, even though a couple of topics came to my head that, well, weren't that positive. All in all, it was a good experience for my head, especially just to clear my thoughts. I will give another update when I'm back home and a little warmed up. And yeah, also before we started the tour, our mapping app we used said we would be on our way for about close to 4 hours. So apparently, well, I can't really prove it again. The technology failed us in the app and the GPS didn't work properly. But we went approximately the route we also planned out. And yeah, that probably means I can increase the difficulty level a little bit in the terms of that when I had the app calculate the route, I decided to enter that our fitness was below average, but maybe we are average after all, according to the time we actually took to finish this. So yeah, we're quite happy with the speed we had. Both of us. It was a brisk walk, but not too fast for our condition. And yeah, I will look at the data as soon as I can. I will add that at the end of the video. And again, I will be back a little bit later with the final update about this trip. All right, back at home, and yeah, final tally for today. It's been about an hour since I'm back. My back hurts like hell. My legs burn. I think I've consumed about 2 liters of water. And I'm really, really tired right now. But it has to be worth it over the long run. The exercise, the movement, the moving outside was phenomenal. It felt really good. It really did something to my thoughts. It calmed me down. The discussions Lisa and I had were good, were great, were inspiring. At times we laughed a lot. So that helped. That definitely helped. And still there during the walk, sometimes some thoughts crept up, and you just can't stop that. You can't, it happens. And I just leave those thoughts be. Thoughts like, is it worth it what I'm doing here? Are people actually interested? Is it work I do in vain? Is it also my personal expectations? So is it good enough? Is it worth it in the end? Is the question of the day I asked myself. And I don't know if it will be worth it in the long run. I can't say that. I don't have a crystal ball where I can view into the future. But for today, it was definitely worth it. It was just a good trip and good exercise for today. And we will see how that turns out in the long run, hopefully. So I leave you with this. I hope you like this first video again. Please comment below what you liked, what you disliked. Please like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date for new videos. With that, keep your eyes and your mind open. This was Mike from Open Eyes, Open Mind Productions. See you next time.